And we'll fly, we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
Hello, it's your boy Davidoff and welcome to my AFL 2019 Ladder Predictions. Now, I've been an AFL fan for 2.5 years now, approximately. Time just flies by, doesn't it? But anyway, if you watch this video and you're angry about my predictions, then just remember that I'm the same guy who said this last year. At number 17, we have North Melbourne. At the moment, I think they'll finish 17th. In number 14th, we have Collingwood. I don't think they'll make the finals, although 14th seems a little or very harsh. I think that's probably where they'll finish. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do make the finals. If they do make the finals, it'll be in like 8th or 7th. At number 10, West Coast Eagles. Now, they did really well last year in the finals. Well, 1 week anyway, just in week 1. They did come to the best game though, to be fair. But I think they will fight for the finals again. But I think they'll miss out this time. I don't think they'll be so lucky this time. Yep, the AFL 2018 ladder prediction last year. I did that. I said those things. In fact, I got everything wrong. Every position, every single team I put in the wrong place. So I'm not reliable anyway. So if you're angry about where I put your team or another team, then just remember, this guy put Collingwood 14th. The grand finalists, he lost by a few points. I put them 14th. So don't trust me. But yeah, let's see how well I do this. I think I'll do better than last year. That's got to be a definite for sure. North Melbourne 17th last year, I think. Ridiculous. Anyway, in 18th place, last, getting the spoon, we have the Gold Coast Suns. I do not see this team doing well. They got some talent. I mean, everyone's got some talent, at least some talent, but I don't see Gold Coast doing anything that good. I think they'll have a similar season to Carlton last season, I think, possibly. I don't know, maybe I'm harsh, but I just don't see them doing well. So 18th, I think, is fair for Gold Coast. In 17th, this might seem harsh to some people, St Kilda. A bit lower than some people might have them, but I don't have a good feeling about this team this season. I don't think the Saints will do that well, and I think they'll be pretty low down. Not much of improvement. Where they finished last year, I'm not sure. It's pretty low as well. So I think they'll finish pretty low again this season. St Kilda 17th. In 16th place, we have Carlton. Carlton, I think, will do better than they did last year. Last year they got like what, 2 wins. They'll do better, but not that much better. They'll do a little bit better. They're not terrible, but I just don't see them finishing high up, like near the finals places. I just don't see it. So I think 16th, it might be harsh, but I think it's pretty fair based on what I think. But they'll be better than last season, but I don't think they'll be that much better. I've said that already. I'm being too repetitive. But yeah, Carlton in 16th. In 15th, we have Fremantle. I do like Fremantle, by the way. I do really like them, actually. But again, actually not similar to Carlton. I think they're better than Carlton for sure. But just like Carlton, I don't see Fremantle reaching a higher place, like near the finals. I don't see it from Fremantle. They have got some talent, but I don't see it in their team. At number 14, we have Western Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, to be fair, to their credit, they're not that bad. They got some very good players. They're really not that bad, but again, similar to the last 2 teams, I just don't see them near the finals. I think they've got a team to get there, but I don't think it's happening for them this season. It might happen in future though, in the near future, possibly. They're not that bad. I just don't see them getting high up this season. But we'll see. Maybe they'll prove me wrong. We'll see what happens. In 13th place, we have the Brisbane Lions. This team could possibly challenge for the finals, but I'm really not sure. I think they possibly could, but I don't think they'll make it. And I put them 13th, which is pretty low, to be honest. Like, it's 5 positions below 8th. But I still think it's fair to put Brisbane in like the middle somewhere. And I think 13th is fair. At number 12, I have, I put my own team in 12, Hawthorn. Yeah, Hawthorn, please prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, please. I'm just not confident about this season. Even less confident last season, which is kind of funny, because 2017 was terrible for us. And going to 2018, I thought we could make the finals potentially. I put us like 9th or 10th, but I still thought we could make the finals last year. This year, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I think we'll at least challenge for it, but I'm not sure whether we can like keep it up and like make it in the finals. If we do make the finals, and that's a big if at the moment to me, because of the injury to Mitchell and other stuff as well. If we do make it, it would be 7th or 8th. It's not going to be higher. I said the same thing last year, actually, to be fair. We finished 4th, but it's not going to be the same this season. We're not going to get top 4 again. Not this year. In future, maybe, but not this year. If we do make the finals, it'll be 8th, but at the moment, I'm not confident. So I'm putting my own team in 12th, being unbiased there. Number 11, we have Port Adelaide. Yep, Port Adelaide. They're a good team. They can make the finals. They're worthy of it, I think. They missed out last year. But I think they have a point to prove. They've certainly not got a bad team, far from it. But I think they'll at least challenge for the finals. Like, for me, between 7th place and like 12th, I think it'll be pretty close. I think it won't be like a big gap between all the teams in there. So I think in this area, teams will at least be challenging for the finals. So I think in 11th for Adelaide, I think they'll at least challenge for the finals to get in there, but I don't think they'll actually get in there. But we'll see. Like, if they do make it, then it won't surprise me. But at the moment, I'm saying they're not going to make it. In 10th place, we have the Gws Giants. Now, they missed out last year. Actually, no, they didn't, actually. They were in the finals last year. But they were affected by injuries quite a lot last season, and I think that affected them. They could have finished higher than they usually would, but they had so many injuries. So did Adelaide, to be fair. We'll get to Adelaide later, but Giants had a lot of injuries. I do think, again, like Port Adelaide, they'll try and get into the finals, but I can see them missing out. I can see them missing out because I think the competition is getting stronger now, especially at the top as well. So I think the positions left, like 5-4, are running out. Does that make sense? I feel like the top 6 that I mentioned will definitely make it. So that leaves 2 spots for like six teams, you know. So yeah, I think it'd be like a big dogfight between. Well, I'm going to say that later, actually. Let me just mention my other picks first. But Gws Giants, I think 10th. I think they'll just miss out. It'll be just narrow. It'll be just a few points. But I think they'll just miss out. At number 9, also just missing out, will be North Melbourne. North Melbourne last season, they were very good. They could have got into finals. They're pretty close, not far off. And I do think it'll be the same again this season. I think they'll be a bit better. I think they'll be pretty close again. And if they do make the finals, it won't surprise me. I think they can do it, but I'm going to put them 9th. I have them just missing out. Just missing out. In 8th place, just about making it, is the Sydney Swans. Now, they don't seem to be that good at the moment, but they are a team who always makes the finals. They always make the finals. They have a way of consistently making it there. So I wouldn't count them out, that's for sure. I think they'll have a point to prove as well. They got Buddy as well. I think he's injured at the moment, but still, I think they got players that can get them there. And they're a club that they do make it regularly. They usually make it, so I don't see them. Actually, I mean, I can see them not making it, but I kind of think they will. But it'll be just above like North, GWS, Port Adelaide, I think. In number 7th place, we have Jalan Cats. So yeah, they were terrible in the finals last season, like Hawthorn as well. But yeah, they were terrible in the finals last season, and I think, and they only just made it as well to the finals last season as well. And I think it might be the same this season. They might not make it. If they don't make it, I won't be surprised. But I think possibly, I think it'll be close. Like I mentioned, like 7th to 12th now. Geelong, Sydney, North Melbourne, Giants, Port, maybe Hawthorn. Not sure about Brisbane. I'm not sure. But I think definitely Geelong, Sydney, North, GWS, Port Adelaide will fight to get in the finals. Hawthorn hopefully as well. And I think it'll be a big dogfight between all of those teams. So it should be interesting. But I think I can see Geelong just about making it. Alright, now the top 6. These 6 teams could be in any order, to be honest. And I think they'll all make the finals. So there we go. In 6th place, we have Essendon. I think Essendon will do well this season. They'll make the finals. They had a bad start last season, which affected them, which they could have made the finals last season. I think they were good enough to like challenge in the finals, but they didn't make it, obviously, because of the start they had. But this time, I think they'll be stronger, more consistent, and I think they will make it in the finals. In 5th place, we have Melbourne. Melbourne were really good last season. They got battered by West Coast in the prelim, but they looked impressive overall that season. I think they're really good, and I think they'll only get better. So I can't see them not making the finals. I think Melbourne are definitely going to make it again. into the top 4 now, so the double chance section. In number 4, in 4th place, we have the West Coast Eagles. Yep, the West Coast Eagles, the Premiers, obviously. I do think they'll be strong in the finals again, but I'm going to put them 4th. I'm going to put them 4th. I don't think they're finishing first. They finished 2nd, actually. Sorry, they didn't finish first. Richmond did, but I think 4th is fair for them this season. I don't think they'll do badly. It's just that they won't do as well in the 23 rounds as they did last season. But I do think they'll still make top 4 for sure, I think. So yeah, West Coast in 4th place. To be honest, the top 5 really could be in any order. Essendon 6th, I think I had that fixed pretty much. The top 5, I was kind of like rearranging it. I was kind of changing it up like a lot, so it could be any order, honestly. So I could have, at one point I had Melbourne 3rd, then I moved them down. So yeah, it's all over the place. The planning of this video is all over the place, but I put Melbourne 5th last minute. The West Coast were in 4th. In 3rd place, we have Collingwood. Collingwood have a point to prove, obviously. They lost in the grand final. They were unlucky, to be honest. They did lead quite a lot, but they were quite unlucky to lose in the end. The West Coast did pretty well. It was a close game that either team could have won. And I do think Collingwood have a chance of the flag again. Just like West Coast again as well. They could win it as well. I think Pies have a chance of the flag, and I think they will definitely be very good this season. They'll make top 4, I feel. I think they'll be comfortably in the top 4 for sure. And in 2nd place we're Richmond. So yeah, Richmond will be strong again for sure. I think ever since 2017 they've just been very, very good, and they're not going to be any worse, are they? They're just gonna do really well. So we'll see what happens. Like I haven't looked at their fixtures, so I want to see. It'll be interesting to see like what games they play over outside of the MCG. That'll be interesting as well. Their MCG form is just so good, but we'll see. But I do think they finish 2nd. They'll do well again, and they'll be a strong threat in the finals. So we'll see what happens. In 1st place, we have the Adelaide Crows. Now, I'm not being biased, okay? I do like Adelaide. There's no secrets. I like them the most after Hawthorn. I don't support them, but I like them a lot. But I do think, like last season, they obviously missed out in the finals. One of the biggest reasons, maybe the biggest reason why they were not that good last season was because of their injuries. They're affected quite a lot by injuries. They had a pretty bad start as well. They're playing catch up towards the end as well. And yeah, I just have a good feeling about them. I just think they'll be back to their 2017 form before the grand final, I think. And I think they have quite a few home games this season as well, and they're good at the Oval, really good at the Oval. So I do see them doing very well and making the top 4, I feel. And yeah, I put them 1st, which is probably a bit high, like above Richmond is a big thing to do. But I'm gonna put them there. I'm gonna put Adelaide 1st. They're gonna go back to their 2017 form. Maybe, I guess we'll see. I might be wrong. They might be like 12. Who knows what could happen? But what I'm saying is there's a lot of strong teams at the moment, so it's a bit hard to predict at times. But I'm gonna put Adelaide 1st. Gonna put them 1st. So there we go. There's my predictions. Adelaide, Richmond, Collingwood, West Coast, Melbourne, Essendon, Geelong, Sydney. That's the finals. North Melbourne, GWS, Port Adelaide, Hawthorn, Brisbane, Western Bulldogs, Fremantle, Carlton, St Kilda, Gold Coast Suns, in order. So yeah, gonna get them all wrong again, aren't I? Gonna get all of them wrong. I should be right by the top 5 though. The top 6 actually. I should be right about. Like if the top 6 don't all make the finals, I'll be a bit surprised, to be honest. But we'll see. You never know. I mean, I put Collingwood 14th last year, so maybe, I don't know, maybe the Bulldogs make the finals. Who knows, okay? But there's my predictions. The police are not after me. London's a chaotic place. Jeez. This was your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day and see ya. Oh yeah, by the way, feel free to put your predictions down below as well. Like, do your own ladder in the comments. That'd be nice to see. And yeah, see ya.